everyone, my name is Andrea Morano. I am a flutist and faculty member at the Bel Canto Flute Academy in Golden, Colorado. In this video, I will be giving you tips on how to practice the required scales for your upcoming All-State audition. In addition to this video, I've created several scale play-along videos with accompanying PDFs so that we can practice together. To make it a little more fun, we'll be playing along with some fun Latin beats. All of these materials will be available on our website, belcantoflutes.com, and on our YouTube channel. Now, on to the tutorial. The most important tip that I can offer is to practice scales every single day. You have to remember that scales are important not only because you want to do well in your All-State audition, but because they're the foundation of most music that you will ever play. If you work on them consistently, you'll find that learning music will become a much faster process. However, it is not enough to just play them through every day. You must strive to improve them every day as you do your etudes and pieces. To achieve the highest quality scales possible, it would be a good idea to practice scales slowly, especially if they have not been a part of your daily practice until now. If you're not sure where to start, I would recommend setting your metronome to about half the required tempo for each scale, then building up to or beyond the required tempo over time. If you want to make sure that you are staying on track, you can make a schedule that ranges from today until the audition date, setting goal tempi in even increments throughout. When you practice slowly, you're able to pay better attention to aspects of your technique that you may not have otherwise noticed. Tone is one of those things that many forget to acknowledge the quality of within their scales because they're so focused on their finger technique. You want to ensure that, as always, you maintain a consistently focused sound in the low, middle, and high registers. You should also be keeping a tuner on your stand to make sure that you have solid intonation. And next to the tuner should be your metronome. You should practice with not only the beat on the quarter note, but also the smallest rhythmic value that you play in the scale. This will ensure total rhythmic accuracy. For both the chromatic and minor scales, this is the 8th note, and for the major scales, it is the 16th note. As you practice the scales, you may notice that it is difficult to play them all the way through without taking a breath. If this is the case, it is perfectly acceptable to take breaths, typically following the tonic of the scale's best place. If you're going to take breaths, make sure you practice with them prior to the audition. If you look at the requirements, you'll also notice that not only do you have a required tempo to work up to, but also a required articulation, which is legato. For those of you who are not sure what that is, legato means that each note should be connected to the next with as little silence as possible. Unlike a slur, there should be re-articulation. Make sure you play with this articulation for every scale. Another requirement that you need to keep in mind is that the scales must be memorized. The earlier you start practicing them memorized, the easier it will be at the audition. To make memorization easier, learn the pattern of notes in the scales. Take the harmonic minor scale, for example. In this one, you need to remember that it's a natural minor scale with the leading tone, or 7th scale degree, raised a half step. Now, before I leave you, let's go through the list again. Remember to practice every day, practice slowly, practice with a consistent, focused sound, practice using a tuner for intonation, practice using a metronome for rhythmic accuracy. If needed, practice your breathing, practice with required articulation, and practice memorized. Again, please check out the scale play-along videos, as well as the tutorial videos that Brooke Ferguson and Katie Wary posted about the required etudes and sight reading, respectively. And please contact us if you have any questions. You can find us at belcantoflutes.com, as well as on our YouTube channel, Facebook, and Instagram. Best of luck on your upcoming auditions!